Okay, now into the module, health and safety leadership. So to be fit for purpose, it helps us as top management to know what leadership is, what the HSE say about leadership, various leadership styles according to leadership writers, and also the risk of leadership, that's opportunities and threats. The first thing we're going to look at is something from John French and Bertram Raven. Raven is highlighted in, is made bold there for his name because he came up with the additional sixth base of power at a later date. There was 5. So it's helpful to understand why people sort of listen to us, or why should they listen to us, or why could they listen to us. 6 bases of power, according to French and Raven, split down into 2 categories. That's positional power and personal power. The first one, positional power, well, that's legitimate. You're the boss, so they're going to listen to you because it comes with the seniority within your role. We then move on to coercive power. That's the punisher, really. So if a person is able to punish you for whatever reason, then that comes with, that is generally positional power, and it sort of could be linked to that legitimate power as well. Reward power is number 3 under positional power. Are people listening to you because you can reward them, or you can maybe withhold that reward? So when you think of the history of the bosses that you've had, why have you listened to them? It's really good, gets us thinking. So that's legitimate, coercive and reward for positional power. Moving on to personal power. So this is less about the position, no matter what rank you are. So information power, this is the one that was added at a later date actually. So the knowledge hoarder. So that power, so people are listening to you, the power because you have information that other people want or need. I suppose we can analyse that at a greater depth to say that isn't always negative. So i.e. some people say knowledge is power, but that could also be you just go to that person because you know they know. But ultimately, the reason why sort of this additional one is there because information, knowledge, information is power. People keep it close to their chest. You probably have met people like that before. But information makes sense, doesn't it? And the next one is expert power. Basically, that individual, that person you've looked up to, they've got superior skill or knowledge. So you might just be going to them, they'll know, let's go and see them. Again, it's personal. So it wouldn't have to come with a position within the organisation. And then we have referent power, sort of the loved one. Power comes from being admired or respected by others, as it's saying there. Very similar to sort of transformational power, transformational leadership, where you are there to transform people and people look up to you because they sort of respect you. So we can see 6 bases of power there. Information power added on at a later date by Raven. This is what we've got to think about now, some reflection. Why are workers in your organisation listening to you, or why are they listening to the company managers? Ultimately, we know the positional power is always going to play a part. But remember, leadership is not always management. Managers are appointed by the organisation, and leaders are often, more than not, appointed by the people. Because to be a leader, you've got to have followers. If you're a manager, you already should have followers because they've been given to you. So why are workers listening to you or the company managers? Really important reflective point. Moving on. The leadership continuum.